Welcome! The destruction began 500 years ago, but you know that. It was when the chaos first flooded into our world. Most of the world was lost immediately under the ocean of chaos. Only one small region survived. The survivors call their island of refuge Nova Chrysalia. The chaos brought destruction, and a kind of immortality too. Suddenly everyone stopped growing. It was like we'd lost our time. But if that was a gift, it was a poisoned one. We could not age, and neither could new life be born. There were no more children. But although we were ageless, we were not immune to death. Sickness, accidents, and violence could still kill us. Life remained as fragile as it had always been. And so humanity began a new chapter of its history. The population slowly shrinking, the survivors falling into an ennui born of lives that last too long. Eventually, new creeds took hold and new legends created. One of these told of the Savior, a servant of God. She would descend to Nova Chrysalia at the end of the world. Humanity's last chance for salvation. The Ark is the remains of the artificial cocoon. A planet built of steel, back when humanity still dared to dream of greatness. Bunivelza has repurposed the world we built. This is where the souls of the saved are kept, ready to be reborn in the new world. But the people down on the surface have forgotten what this stands for and simply call it a moon. Who am I exactly? It's a question I don't have the answer to. I don't know how I know the things I'm telling you. I don't know who gave me the knowledge. It's not that I have forgotten my past. Some memories are still there, and I can summon them when I want. It's just that I can't recall the emotions they should evoke, as if they're images of someone else's life. I know that I once lived in a great city on the surface of the planet. I know that Snow and I joined forces to try and battle the menace of the chaos. And then, suddenly, I was here. I tried to find out what happened. According to records that still survive, the man called Hope Ps3 disappeared 169 years ago. But the records and my memory end there. What happened after that, I can only assume I was in the hands of God. I was part of his plan, so he took me and prepared me for the role that I had to play.
Take you to the unseen void. Touch me now.
No more lectures today. You can head for the surface anytime you want. Just remember though, you have to come back here every morning at 6.
You're giving the Savior a curfew. Is that it?
There is a good reason. I'll explain it to you when the time comes. We can use the warp machine to send you back down. Just step in front of the device whenever you're ready to leave. By using the warp device, I can teleport you back down to the surface.
I'm worried about Snow. I should go to his palace.
You could, but I suggest you visit another city instead.
You want me to abandon Snow?
Down on the surface, time is stopped for everyone. The palace will still be on high alert. It would be next to impossible to get anywhere close to Snow.
You're saying I should let things cool down first.
I'm going to send you to Luxarian. It's the capital of the world. Or, what's left of it anyway. I'll place you inside an inbound train. When the train stops at the station, you can get off with the other passengers. Something has happened in front of the station.
All right. Do it.
You're surprisingly calm for someone who's about to venture into unknown territory. But you were always brave.
Brave? I don't feel brave. I don't feel anything. No worry, no confusion. No fear.
That's good. But you still need to stay safe.
Train is now arriving. Luxarian North Station.
Luxarian, a bustling metropolis, the divine city of light in the holy sea of salvation. It's the last bastion of peace and order in a dying world. Most of the people who live here worship the almighty Benevelza. The city is governed in his name by a powerful religious sect known as the Order of Salvation. God's followers believe in ultimate redemption, and their faith helps keep the fires of hope burning. But even in this pious city, a darkness lurks untouched by divine light. A heresy that rejects the teachings of Supreme Benevelza.
It's another girl.
How awful.
I bet it's the heretics doing.
The divine city doesn't look so holy now.
This was no accident. The girl was left here intentionally. Light! Help her!
There's no need. Just a dummy. Hope, did you see who dropped it? They must still be close.
My sensors didn't pick up anything at all. I'm running a search of the city's video database, but I'm coming up blank so far.
Doesn't matter. I'll just find out myself. Luxarian. The divine city of light. Is that what they call it? Trouble is, the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows.
It looks like someone's targeting the Savior. Let's see if we can find out anything from the crime scene.
We need to solve this case quickly. Luxarian is the city of divine light, yet it has seen the murder of 3 girls in 3 days. The people seem to be growing fearful. If you find out anything at all, I'd be anxious to hear it. There are similarities among the victims. They have all been young women, and all of them had rose-colored hair. Yes, just the same shade as yours. You may also become a target of the killers. I urge you to be careful.
This broadcast is brought to you by the Public Morals Office.
The horror continues. Another victim has been discovered. I knew the latest victim. She'd been a rising star, destined to become the next High Priest. But then she retired suddenly for reasons of health.
The Savior's mission is to rescue the souls of people trapped in prisons of pain and suffering. By forming a bond with them, you can lead their souls to salvation.
If you witnessed anything suspicious, report to the Inquisitor now. The holes are as low.
The Order has locked the area down. Looks like you're stuck there until they made progress in the investigation.
The Order of Salvation has sealed off all access to the North Station area. Citizens are asked not to visit or enter the area. I repeat, for your safety and security.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
Not like anyone's waiting for him. How do you? We'll get him this time.
Huh. You have information? Interesting. Very interesting. I think this is worth further investigation. Thank you for sharing what you know. Let me know if you learn more.
You should gather information and relay it to the Inquisitors. Once they have a good lead, they might be willing to lift the roadblocks.
It can't be. Damn it. It's not like him to be late. But what if... No, couldn't be that.
Something wrong? Not about those murders, is it?
God, no. Well, at least I hope not. You see, it's the end of my shift, and I'm waiting for my replacement, but he hasn't shown. He's been late before, but never as bad as this.
You're starting to worry, right?
He likes to make out he's a tough guy, but he isn't at all, frankly. His name's Holmes. If you run into him, do me a favor, will you? Tell him Thornton's worried and needs to go home.
All right. If I see anyone in uniform wandering around where they're not supposed to be.
The Order operates the regional transportation system. It's the city's lifeblood. The trains stopping at this station carry people and bring goods from Yusnan. It might be worth checking out this area. Do you see any suspicious employees?
You work at the station, don't you? Your fellow attendants worried about you.
Oh no, is it time for my... Look, can I trust you? I saw who did it. I got scared, so I've been laying low. I can't go to the...
You were there? What did you see exactly?
I don't have to do anything. But if you can protect me, get me to the station.
Holmes, you're safe. I was so worried about you.
Sorry, boss. I saw what happened over where they found the girl. I don't know why I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, I was afraid. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Well, a deal's a deal. You got me here safe and sound, and so It was the children of Etro. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitors what I saw. But I was afraid those heretics might find out and make me their next... I saw the whole thing. The children of Etro threw the dummy off the clock tower. Someone should really tell the Order about it.
No one, absolutely no one doubts that the people behind the killings are those heretics. The Etro fanatics who worship the goddess of death are all over the place. Just look for the sinister group. It may mean nothing, but some people have witnessed the Etro heretics using the furtive conversation.
That's vital information. Good work, Light. At this rate, you'll solve the murder in no time.
I always said those people would cause trouble. Every night I can see them, those weirdos in their white cloaks sneaking around the street. Whenever I see white, if there's one thing I know, that wicked shadow hunter, he's the ringleader. Those fanatics are growing bold. It's as if they are meeting to go someplace else. Speaking of which, it's...
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
The trains are currently
It's such a relief. Thank you for your help earlier. Interesting. I had been putting together a picture of the plot, but I was still missing important. Thanks to your information, we have a good idea of what happened. I think the culprits must... We'll have to keep the blood...
You should gather information and relay it to the Inquisitors. Once they have a good lead, they might be willing to lift the roadblocks.
This area is locked down.
What to do?
In recent days, the Etro fanatics, those unspeakable heretics who reject the Order, they're a sinister bunch, clad in stark... I just overheard one of them say something very interesting. It went something like, if we kill the Satan now, all the victims to date, could there be a connection? Are they trying to... I wonder if I should tell the Inquisitor this information.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
Yes. That is very interesting indeed. We've been piecing together all our evidence. The only question is, how long?
You should gather information and relay it to the Inquisitors.
Hey, lady! So these heretics, they believe in the goddess, right? Those heretics are they're easy to spot. They wear white clothes and huddle together muttering stuff about... You know, they always stare at any women that go by. Do you think they're picking... I'm scared.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
We could do nothing.
I have to report... If you find new information regarding...
I've heard that the children of Atuendo...
Wait a minute. I don't know anything about this.
I didn't mention any Shadow Hunter, but thanks for the tip.
Don't tell me you don't know about the Shadow Hunter, Lord of Luxurious. Although it's not like I've actually... Yeah, sure, so I told everyone the Hunter and I are close, but come on, it was just talk. I never thought anything like this. Damn it, I know I shouldn't have been bragging about how me and the Shadow Hunter were best pals. What if the Elders believed I'm in tight with a savior-murdering nut job? I saw you coming and I got scared. I figured you were with them, you know, the Inquisitors.
So the culprits are the children of Etro? But what's their objective? What could they be after?
Our investigation is progressing rapidly.
Let's find out. Once the gates are opened, I'll try tailing them. Discreetly. It'll be the easiest way to find their hideout. I'll talk to the Inquisitor.
If you know anything about the case, I'd be glad to hear it.
The Goddess's disciples are beginning to gather. If you lift the blockades around this area...
You're suggesting I let them go? It's not a bad idea. Yes, I'll give the order and we'll see where the heretics lead us. We've managed to find some eyewitnesses, and we think we know who it was that strung the dummy from the tower.
Let me guess. The children of Etro, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets of our holy city. The poor, benighted fools don't believe in God's... Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out. If only they would open their eyes, embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is that their fanatical rejection, although perhaps that is the work.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead.
Thank you.
lightning. The Savior can use God's own holy power. With it, you can even manipulate the flow of time.
How can anyone control time?
With a special ability called chronostasis. It has limits, but you can slow time. It's just one of the miracles brought about by God's great might. But be warned, you cannot use it again and again. Only use it when it will count the most.
When the final bell tolled...
Light, I'm detecting monsters. Move carefully through this area. Light, you can escape from battle when you're truly desperate, but it comes with a price. All miracles do.
A price? What kind of price?
Your time, and that of this world. The more you run, the less souls you'll save. In short, you'll give up about an hour of your precious 13 days.
R.A.P. Te cerras del anime. Estos no son dibujos chinos, es dibujo japonés. No le llames dibujito y menos caricatura. Esto se llama anime y representa mi cultura.